know, I mean, they could, if they'd been fair and open and honest, instead of devious and underhand and treated like we were 15th century peasants, they could have had it up and running and they could have paid everybody the price they asked, and it wouldn't have cost them anywhere near what it did in the end. You know, so everybody's a loser through, well, they say because we were stubborn, but it's because they were underhand and devious and nasty. I mean, some of the comments they came out with, it was unbelievable. On the second inquiry, it wasn't the Queen's Counsellor, it was one of his barristers. And I've been on telly. And when we went in next day, he said, oh, congratulations, Mrs. Neal. He said, I saw you on television last night. Actually, you was quite articulate. You know, like, God, she can speak two words together. Now, that was the sort of attitude we got all the time. What do you say to that? You know, and I just said, thank you, and went. I could have fit in. Unfit for human habitation.
Unfit for human habitation.
The building, it wasn't even a house, it was the building you occupy, something like that, is unfit for human habitation. And that was awful. It made you feel like you were living in a hovel. So, my brother and my sister-in-law, Michael and I, and two other neighbours went, because they were the same, they got the same. We went, it was Janet Anderson had surgery, and we went to see her, purely and simply about the wording initially. And she read the letter and she said, oh yeah, it isn't very nice, they could put it better than that. And then she read it through and then she said, oh, so that's where the academy's going, is it? Well, we were all stunned because we'd not heard anything about an academy. But obviously from then on, if that was where the academy was going and she knew about it, it was a done deal. And that was it. And it was sort of that, right from the word go, tough, hard luck. And, I mean, in the end, they won.
Because we discussed this, we knew that it wasn't going to be over with in a 12 month. It was going to be a long haul. So rather than go through that, if they give us a fair price, a market price, something that we could buy what we already have, no more, no less, what we already have, then yeah, okay, we'd look seriously into it. So we put a price down of 60,000, and we'd have accepted that. But no, they come back with 40-odd thousand, didn't they?
We was actually in almost 41 years. And to be just turned out by the bailiffs coming to the door, it's not really nice. And we hadn't had a mortgage for like 29 years, something like that, you know. So when they were offering, no matter what they said, we were going to be worse off.